And good morning, Mr. Leggett's class. Third graders, you're taking the end of the module assessment. I'm going to start a new module tomorrow, module 2. It's the end of module 1. Imagine 1. Please follow instructions. Please follow along. Please don't rush ahead. If you do that, you'll do well on the test if you do not rush ahead. So put your name on here. My name is Mr. Leggett, as you know. Today's date is the 20th, is it? No, the 19th. Huh? So, what is the date today? Yeah, the 19th. Tomorrow's the 20th. 09, 19, 19. There we go. So get that down, please. Make sure you have the date and your name. And we're ready to start. We're going to do something a little different today. Okay? Don't need to put our name up here. Let's read this first problem together and annotate the avid way. Mr. Lewis arranges all the desks in his classroom into 6 equal groups of 4. How many desks are in his classroom? You need to show a picture and a multiplication sentence in your work. Okay, so we got a lot to do here. Let's circle 6 and 4. Okay, so we're going to show multiplication sentence and more. What else are we going to show? Take a look at that. Take a close look. We got to make a statement. Excuse me, kids. I got a bit of a runny nose today. So we're going to show a picture and a multiplication sentence. That's what we're doing today. Let me get my thing ready. All right, so you're going to draw a picture. Now, the next one. What does the product in your multiplication sentence represent? Product. What does that mean? We remember answer to a multiplication problem. Okay, so we're going to write down the product is blank and it represents the total number of blank. All right, so write that down, exactly that is. Okay, down below on B, it says fill in the blanks below to complete a related division sentence. Okay, it's going to be the same numbers involved in your multiplication sentence and all that. And C, what does the quotient in part B represent? Remember, a quotient, that fancy word, is an answer to a division problem. So we're going to say, and I'm going to go right up there, point an arrow up there, the quotient is blank and it blanks, excuse me, the blank of blank groups of desks. Okay, now you're looking at, what am I going to do this, Mr. Leggett? We're going to have a little fun with a word box. So you can always pause this and write it down. I'm going to create the word box over here. Plenty of room for a word box. You're going to use these words to fill in the blanks. Equal. Excuse me. Number 6 and represents. So get all that down. All that information. And when you're done writing this down, hit pause. Hit pause and start on this, number 1. I'm going to continue on. You're hitting pause on the video and you're finishing this. And you'll hit play when you're ready to take on this page. All right. Got that? All right, let's get to the next problem. Oh, boy. And the next problem is 2A. It's asking us to draw an array that shows 9 rows of 2. So we're going to draw 9 rows of 2. We can do that. Then we're going to write a multiplication sentence to represent the array and circle the factor that represents the number of rows. Okay? Remember, the factor is part of the multiplication problem, okay? Multiplication sentence. All right? So you got a lot to do here. Draw, write a multiplication sentence, and circle. So you're going to draw your array, multiplication sentence, and circle the factor that represents the number of rows, okay? B, it says draw another array that shows 2 rows of 9. Okay, instead of 9 rows of 2, it's 2 rows of 9. Remember when we were doing this, we were showing an array this way, and then we were turning it that way? That's what this is about, okay? It says, write a different multiplication sentence and circle the factor that represents the size of the row. Okay, so let's write a different multiplication sentence and circle the factor that represents the size of the row. Not the number of rows, but the size of the row. C, it says, explain the relationship between the 2 arrays using number sentences and words, okay? Here we go. The arrays have the same blank 18 and they have the same blank 2 and 9. The factors switch blank and 9 times 2, it's a lot of writing here, equals 18. The 9 is the number of blank. If you went out of room, you can write in the back. But in 2 times 9 equals 18, the blank is the size of the row. It's the blank property. Period. So it's a lot of writing. Like I said, if you run out of room, you can flip this over and write on the back. But if you look carefully, you'll probably notice it might have an answer or two in there for you. So once again, we're going to make a word bank. So go ahead and hit pause. Oh, I shouldn't have said pause. Because look who's coming, the calculating cat and his paw. He says this is too much to write. Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to pull it off because it's too much to write? Calculating cat, you could do this. You just need to have a growth mindset. I can never do a problem this difficult. Yes, you can. You have to say, I just can't do it yet. It's the power of yet. You've told me that before. Well, you should start living by those words. Well, nope. Don't give up. I want you to give this a try. Okay. Whenever I say pause, he wants to come out. All right, we need to make our word bank, so pause this if you need to copy that down. I'm going to make a word bank up here. These are the words you're going to use to fill in the blanks. Words and numbers, okay? And they are totals, commutative, commutative. I'll zoom in on this so we can really see it. There we go. Commutative. Another word we have is factors. And we'll go with the number 9. And we're going to have the word places. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks. Oh, I got to fill one more in. And our last word is rows. So all those words you're going to use to fill in the blanks, okay? So go ahead and hit pause and do problem 2. When you're done, stop. Don't go any further. Log on to Zern when you are done. We're going to do the next half of the test tomorrow. Okay? Good job. Do your best.